Hello there. Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can find myself, and welcome to the live. Always a surprise if I can see myself or not, but it will be okay. Yes, I can. All at once. Yeah. Okay, great. Hello there. Good day. Good morning, good afternoon or good evening, I think. Here in the Netherlands, it's evening and it's extremely dark already. It's getting dark earlier and earlier. But that's part of the season, I think, huh? It's autumn. Hello there. Hi, great to see you. Hello. Yeah, so autumn. And I'm going to work with the Autumn Harvest collection from the paper Flowers, which is absolutely gorgeous. Angelica designed it, and she has been live last Wednesday to show you everything, including a lot of samples from the design team. My samples are not with her, they are here. So I just thought I will just show them for a bit, and then let's make a new one, a new card. Why not? I mean, it's all very nice to work with. Of course, paper flower collection, so there are a lot of flowers in there as well, but in this case, there are pumpkins there are great stems there. I will just show you on the way, and I will just show you what I made of it. I made a card with the stem set and the dies from the pumpkins, and I thought it was a great one to make. I used watercolor to color the stems, and it's just a fun card to make. Very easy, add a text and you're ready to go. And this is done with a stencil, reverse stenciling technique, one of the stencils of the Planner Essentials. Yeah, also very great. I colored with ink sprays, and I used some extra on the card itself, and it's really pretty, all of it. The lace ornaments, really, really pretty. This one I showed already. Hello! Really fun card as well. I used this die and I cut around the edges with extra cardstock. You can see it's cardstock from the design paper set. And this is also from the design paper set. It's this bird actually. And I just used the die set for that. And added one flower and two leaves, and that's it. It was done. Very pretty already. And this one, oh, a few minutes is just fine. I will just show you the examples, Margaret. This one is a pocket card. I made it with the edge die. You have probably seen it, and again with the pumpkins and the design paper. And the other edge die I used to make a pocket with. And then I used two of these, I literally cut it off, to make separate labels. And I didn't really like this part because you cut in the middle, you know. So I thought, well, let's hide that a little bit. I added a flower and a pumpkin, and now I can just add it here. I have a pocket card, which I thought was fun as well. Okay, so for my samples, I'm going to make a new card today. And today I thought it would be fun to do a pop-up thing because, well, it's a very suitable collection for that. I did prepare a lot. It might be the case that I have to die cut more, but I did prepare a lot. And I'm just going to start. Hello everybody. Yeah, and of course don't forget to like, comment and share the video. You might win a gift certificate, which is very good this time of year. There have been a lot of releases with great articles, so I think you can use the gift cards. At least I can imagine you can use the gift cards. I'm going to start with the design paper, and I'll show you the book with the dies. This is from the last collection. This is this collection. I'm using this one. This is exactly the same as I used for the card I just showed you. That's this one. I die cutted it already. So here it is. It's just brown cardstock. And the middle part with the second die is die cut is from the design paper. So this is going to be in the middle. So this is going to be the base of my card. Just wanted to show you. I have this nearby. Yeah, and I see if you now go to the Elizabeth Craft Designs website, you save 20% if you buy it all. It's a large discount. Okay, and I'm also going to use the edges, the big ones, these, and I just die cut them from brown cardstock as well. And then I'm going to use all the flowers and the pumpkins as well. The flowers, the leaves, I have die cutted everything, I think. The stems, the pumpkins, everything. I'm going to use it all for this card. But because I'm using this as a base, I have to think of something that's big enough that it fits on there. So this is my example, and all I did was look at how big it is, measured it, and thought, okay, I think about 14 centimeters, which is about 5.5 inch, is wide enough, and about 20 centimeters, which is a little less than 8 inches, is high enough. So that's all I did. I just measured this die and I thought, okay, that's how big it should be. But it's a double card. So I need to double the size and then the middle. You can see what I'm going to do with it. It's a pop-up part. So let's just start with the beginning, making the base of the card. And I decided to use these two design papers. This one is going on the floor behind me, and this is what I'm going to use. And I'm just measuring everything, and I'm sorry for the head office, but otherwise I can't see the comments. Yeah, like, comment and share. Yeah, definitely you wanna win that gift certificate, so like, comment and share. It's really beautiful paper flower collection, but definitely. So as I said, I wanted about 14 centimeters, which I said was about 5.5 inch wide and 20 centimeters high, which was a little less than 8 inches. So let's start with that. 20 centimeters high, I said 20. I'm going to do the centimeters because this is all in centimeters. It's a little bit less than 8 inches. Oh, it should be in there. Yeah, there we go. Centimeters high, and because this has to be 14, I have to double it now, so 28 centimeters wide, which is about 11 inches. Just going to cut it off. This is going to be the inside, and because it's 28 centimeters, I have to score in the middle, which is 14 centimeters, of course. And now I have the base of my cards ready. So again, all I did was measure this and made sure it will fit on the double paper. That's all I did. Something is wrong with... Didn't do something is wrong, but I don't know what. No, it doesn't quite close the way I want to, but let's just ignore that. So this is the front, this is going to be on the front, and this is going to be on there, and there will be flowers on there, but that's for later. I just want to show you what I did. The inside. For the inside, I want a matte layer. So just tie a bit smaller. I did 28 by 20 centimeters. So I'm now going to do 27 by 90 for the middle. And 27 is a little over 10.5 inch. But just make it a matte layer. There we go. And 19 high. Oh, it's not fitting. I thought it would fit. No, I need a new piece of design paper. I thought it would fit, but it doesn't. That's quite alright. I think this will be fine. I've used a lot already, but this is exactly 19 centimeters, which is perfect. And let's do this one. It's alright. So 19 high and 27 in width. Now it fits. It's just a bit smaller. It's just a matte layer. And again, I have to score in the middle. So for me, that's 13.5 centimeters, which is a little over 5.5 inch. It's just the middle of the cards. And it should align. And it does. Good. That's one. Step one. Perfect. And now, for the middle part, I am going to measure again, because I want to do this. I'll show you. Hello from Norway. Hello from the Netherlands, back. This is my practice piece. And my practice piece worked out fine. It's just a little under. So I need to make sure this is a little bit more up. So this is going to be a bit higher. But that's why it's called a practice piece. If you have an idea, well, you just practice. But this is what we are going to do with the green paper, the inside layer. And I need my ruler and a pencil. And I can see my middle line because that's the score line. That's this one. And what I did was, and I'm going to do it in centimeters, and I will just give you the sizes later on when I post the card. I will do that tomorrow. But for now, in centimeter, it's 1 centimeter from the top. Then 5 centimeters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at 6 centimeters. So this is going to be my first triangle. Then I'm going to skip a part. 2 centimeters. Oh no, 1 more centimeter. Sorry. So I have 1. I have 6. I have 7. Plus 5 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. Plus 5 is 18. And then I should be exactly where I want to be. I will give you the sizes later on, but this is exactly what I did. I pointed out where I want my triangles to be. So now I have the middle line, and what I'm going to do, I'm placing the 5 centimeter line, which is about 2 inches, on the dot, and I'm drawing a line from left to right, 5 centimeters. So in total, 10 centimeters. There we go. My second line is going to be the 3rd dot, this one. And that one is going to be 6 centimeters wide, so 6 from the left and 6 from the right. 6 from the left and 6 from the right, so in total 12 centimeters. And then the last dot will be 7 centimeters from the left and 7 from the right. I'm sorry. 7 and 7 makes 14. That's what I did. A pop-up card. I'm going to make a pop-up card. this one. You see? Then I'm going to create my triangle, the outer part of the line, and I'm going to connect it to the dots on both sides. So there is my triangle. There we go. Can you see it? I will keep it close. I now have a triangle. I'm going to do the same with the second and the same with the third. And again, a triangle. And I'm going to do the exact same thing, but it's a wider triangle. And I will show you again what I did. There we go. 3 triangles. I'm going to get a knife and I'm going to cut the upper line with a knife. So I need this, otherwise it will go wrong. My knife, I'm going to pull it a bit towards me, otherwise I don't see a thing. So the 5 line is in the middle. And there we go. I have cut the upper line. Going to do that to the second one as well. Same thing. I will do it exactly the way I want it to be, the 12 centimeters. Yeah. And the second one is done, and now I'm going to do the third one. Oh, Sue, yeah, I know what it's like with the lives. It's sometimes very difficult to find. I could find myself at once this time, which is very good. And this is the biggest line, the 14 centimeters, which is about 5.5 inches. So that's all the cutting I'm going to do. I just cut the line. That's it. I will just leave this here. And I forgot, yeah, here, my embossing pen. With a very small, I'll show you, very small dots on the ends. Don't know how big it is exactly, but I have had this thing for years. But I have to emboss. Hello, Angelica. I'm trying to explain the pop-up cards like this. So I'm busy with my triangles here. And I'm going to use my embossing tool, embossing pen, we call it here. And the lines we have drawn here, to make it a triangle, are the lines I'm going to emboss. So again, I'm going to use my ruler. And I'm using it to create an embossing line. I'm going to do that both ways and with all 3 triangles. So. And well, I'm looking at the paper up close, and it just has a lot of details. It kind of seems just green, but it's not just green. It has tons of details. So, embossing line, and the last embossing line. And then we are going to do the most difficult part, I think. Oh, Sue, yeah, it's so much fun to make. And the pop-up cards, because the effect is great. And this is really not too difficult to make. So again, all I did was cut the upper line with all 3 triangles and I embossed the point lines, so to speak, to make it a triangle. Now, I have to fold it like this, so you can see what I'm going to do. This part is going down and this part, the embossed part, is going up. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm carefully, and the first one is the most difficult. I'm using my fingernail. I'm very carefully popping it up. There we go. That's one. The second one is going to be the same. It has to go up. And it will. There we go. And something went wrong here. It's just using my scissors and it's done already. And the last one, just using my fingernail to make the triangle pop. There we go. Bone folder, just to sharpen the edges. And there we have it. We have our pop-up part, exactly the same as this one. You see? All I have to do now is glue it on the base part. So this is our base cards. And all we have to do now, and now it's perfect, it doesn't come out, so that's exactly what I wanted. And I'm going to glue it on inside the base cards. And watch out, don't put any glue on the triangles, otherwise it will go wrong. I'm using glue, but if you want, you can use double-sided tape as well. Oops, there we go. It's really great design paper, definitely, but I'm completely into autumn colors. So this is right up my alley with projects. And the paper is really, really gorgeous. Okay. Going to glue this inside. I have to align, and it's difficult when you are live because I really can't see it completely. You can see it better than I can, but I'm trying. I think I'm good. Okay, if you see some lines, you can just take your eraser and erase them. But I will do that later on, I think. Okay, using the bone folder again just to sharpen everything, and there we go. Perfect. So, quite simple, I think, and you can change the measurements to whatever you like. If you say I don't want 3, I want 2, that's absolutely fine. Do whatever. Okay, now let's see. If you are closing the cards, you can see what I'm doing. You see that everything you glue on here will go down a bit. So that means that the smallest one can have quite high die cuts or stamps or whatever on there. But the lower one should have the shorter ones. Why? Because otherwise this will come out of the card on the bottom. And I don't think we want that. Yeah, wallpaper, yeah. I can imagine this one, right? The one behind there, which is a very fun one. Yeah. So, if I'm going to glue things on here, this one can have higher ones than this one. That's what I wanted to say, because you can see how it closes. And you have to imagine that it should be inside the card, so that if you close the card, you don't see anything. And if you open the card, it will just pop up. So, just a tip. I showed you the edge dies I want to use. I'm going to use them on both sides, just for an extra effect. Just because it's very pretty. And I have done something stupid. Because I should have used double-sided tape so that I could have made a sticker out of this. But I just cleaned my, or not even cleaned, I'm busy with my very small craft room. And I have a lot of stuff. And I spent hours on Wednesday sorting everything out. And now I've lost everything. I don't know where it is. So cleaning up is not always a good idea. I will find it, but I have lost quite a few things. I think, where did I leave it? And I really panicked because I have one of those leather planners and I can't find it. You know, from the Planner Essentials, the leather planners, I have one. And I don't know where it is. So I spent hours cleaning. And I've just lost about 10 things, among which the double-sided tape, which I could have used behind this. But okay, well, small glue dots will work. Use glue that will dry clear and not shiny. This is glitter glue, which is perfect for paper crafting. You can't see it. Even if you spill a few things, it's fine because you can't see it if it dries. And it's not shiny, so. Yeah, cleaning the craft room can be a big mistake, but I have to. Because, yeah, I finally have some, how do I say, shelves and things. So I could get things out of boxes because I had everything, literally everything in boxes, and I actually didn't know what I had anymore. And now it's just here. It's in front of me. I can see it much better, of course. But then I lost a lot of things. So this is just a fun element. Because I'm going to glue things on here, but this is fun to use on the sides. Okay, what I'm going to glue there? Yeah, a lot. What do I have? I have a lot here. I die cut it and die cut it. I spent 2 hours die cutting yesterday evening for today. But I have a lot. And what I did was just use the design paper and die cut it from the design paper. So now I'm absolutely sure that everything will fit color-wise. Yeah, definitely, Sue. They do have that, but not something like this. So I thought I would just show you how I do that. Okay. So this is one of the stamps. And I stamped it twice. And I stamped on this design paper, just like this. And then I stamped again on orange paper, this one. And I just cut it out and put a flower on there. And I have done the same with the leaves. I have stamped. And I think you have seen the stamp set, but I will show you. That's this stamp set. And I used the matching dies to cut them out. So it's a very fun set. I'm also using this stamp set, and I'll show you what I did. This is one of the label itself is from the Everyday Elements collection from Annette. And Have a Lovely Day is in this set from the Autumn Harvest collection. And there is a very, very small leaf. And I managed to stamp it under a Have a Lovely Day. I thought it was really cute. So this is going to be on the front of the card as well. Just wanted to show you what I did. Okay. Shaping the flowers. There we go. Not going to be difficult about it. I have the embossing pens and some foam. And well, that's about it. Today, I don't need much. What I do have here are colored pencils. And if I want to, I can add a bit of interest to the leaves with a darker green, maybe just a bit of shadow. I sometimes do that. It's fun to do. Okay, so these are just embossing, well, the flower tools or the embossing pens or whatever you want to call it. For shaping the flower, and this is just a piece of foam used to shape the flowers. But I don't want them quite big on on the inside. I do want them a bit bigger on the front of the card, but I don't want them too big on the inside. I also die cut the really pretty pumpkins with gold paper, and I thought I would use this pumpkin right here. And again, whenever you glue something, be careful that it doesn't stick out of the card, that you don't see it. So I'm just going to start with this. And it's flat because I want it to be inside the cards. You see, you don't see it. I will show you how it looks when you are in front of the cards. So this is how it's going to be. You can see what I'm doing, right? But I don't want it to show on the outside, on the front of the card. So I am gluing the smaller, or this pumpkin on the front, because I can do something higher here. But I can't do too much, and I can't do too much with the flowers either. Just a little bit. Just because it's going to be flattened anyway inside the card, because you close it. Yeah, the designers have done a great job, Sue. I completely agree. And it's really fun to work with, I think. But I am always in love with the paper flower collection. I just love working with flowers. This is all I'm going to do. I just shaped it a bit. That's all. Using a bit of glue. And just gluing the flowers on top of one another. And this is also inside. There should be more, yeah. This is also part of the die set, and it has very small, I don't know if you can see it, not holes, but an embossed part in it. Is really fun. So that's the heart of my flowers. Okay, just assembling the flowers. It doesn't have to take too long. Just using a bit of glue. There we go. And this is going to be the heart of the flower. And that's also in the die set. Okay. First flower done, and all I did was die cut from the design paper, shape it just a little bit and die cut it one of the hearts of the flower, and that's it. So, flowers and leaves. These are the leaves. I die-casted quite a few leaves and I stamped a few leaves. And this is the leaf that belongs to the pumpkin. I'll show you here. It's better to see. And we can shape that a bit as well. If we want to, just follow the lines of the embossed part. There we go. And what I wanted to show you was what I said. With the colored pencils, I need quite a darker one. If you want to, you can add a bit of interest. And I'm going to use my glasses because I can't see it with all the light. But if you follow the embossed lines, you can just make it a bit more clear that there are embossed lines there with a colored pencil. Just a bit. Adding a small part, a bit of more interest to the leaves. And what I'm using on there is odorless white spirit with one of these. I don't know what it's called in English. I don't even know the name in it in Dutch, but it's made from paper. And if you use it together, you can blend the color on the paper. And I will show you up close what that looks like. There's just a bit more interest on the leaf. Okay. I can't handle two big leaves on this side, on the front. I can use a few things. Nope. Constantly, if you're going to glue, constantly check if you can close the cards without anything showing. So if I glue it like that, you will be fine. You don't see anything. Then the flower can go on there as well. There we go. And that one is a bit visible. Don't want it to be visible, so I'm going to change it until it's not visible anymore. And sometimes it takes a bit of patience. And then it will definitely work. Okay, next one. So this is just a matter of doing. Gluing, testing, what does work, what doesn't work. Where's my leaf? Oh, here, just altered. Yep. And the pumpkins are so cute and very elegant with the lace parts. So the front part, that's why I'm starting with the front, is always the most difficult because you just don't want to see anything. It has to dry before we do something else. One more leaf. Nope. And I'm always cutting and doing and making sure that everything will fit. Yeah. Okay, let's do another one. So you can see what I mean, right? If I close it, you can't see it. And this is going to be the pop. You can add whatever you like. You can add a lot. And please do so, because it's really fun to do. So again, on the last one, the smaller one, you can also change the perspective. So you can make the upper one wider than the bottom one. It's quite alright. But again, the upper one can handle the higher die cuts and everything. As you can see, it's quite high, but it will fold and you just don't see it anymore. I'm going to make it even higher. I'm going to use leaves. And constantly check if you can't see anything and if you can close it. And you can. Okay, another flower. Oh, and a pumpkin. I'll do the pumpkin here. And I'm going to shape another flower. This one is going on the front of the card. I'm going to do that later in a minute. I might not finish it all now, but I just want to show you how it works. And again, I don't have to do a lot. Just distress the paper a bit. That's all I have to do. Oh. There we go. What's the next one? This one. I've die cut it so much that it all went through one another, and I had everything in order, but it kind of changed on me. So again, distressing the paper and the other side, and that's all I'm going to do. And again, I'm going to just use a bit of glue. That's all. So don't make it more difficult than it is in this case. And of course, you can make it as difficult as you want. No problem at all. But I'm going to do a few things, and then later on I'm going to finish the card because I want to do the fronts as well, and time is flying. And again, I'm going to use one of those cute centers. Oh, stay put. There we go. I'm going to glue this one on the back part. And it should fit. Yep, it definitely does. Can you see it, or is it too... So if you open the cards, it will just all pop up. And it's definitely an absolutely great collection. Absolutely. Yeah. I wanted to shape these leaves a bit again. I'm using a smaller one. The lines from the embossed part. And I'm going to use my color pencil again. to add a bit more interest. And the white spirits. Okay, you can see it's good. Thank you, Linda. If you are looking at it from the top, because my camera is on the top, then I never know if you can see it correctly. But yeah, you can. Good, great, thanks. So this one is going to be behind the pumpkin. I'm doing a one more, and then I'm going to switch to the back, because otherwise I will take too long, I think. And you will see the finished product later on. You can add quite a few things. You will be surprised if you do make a card like this, how much you can add. It's quite a lot you can add. So distressing the paper, I'm making a smaller one, so I'm just using the smaller dies. And what I think is great about this collection as well is the fact that there are a lot of flower dies. So what happens is that you only have to die cut once, because I've just placed them all on my die cutting machine and then die cut everything at once, and then it's done. It's absolutely great. Yeah, let's do the smaller one, which is fine. Then I'm moving on to the front of the cards. Yeah, Astrid, it's going to be a fun card. And it looks quite difficult, but it's really not. It's really not difficult. So this is going to be the center again. A bit of consistency in the products I'm going to use. There we go. Okay. There's going to be more on there, but I'm going to do that later, because time is really flying and I want to do the front as well. But this is the inside for now. So again, this is my card. If you open it, it just all pops up, and I'm going to add a lot more. And as long as everything stays inside the card, you're just fine. Yeah? Okay, the front of the cards. Oh, don't want to lose all my flowers, but I need a bit of space. Okay, as I said, I'm using this gorgeous die for the front, and all I have to do is glue it on there on the front. And as it's pretty already, it really doesn't need a lot. But of course you can add a lot if you want to. Again, I'm going to do all these small glue dots. And I'm not going to make my life difficult just because I don't have the double-sided tape. I haven't found it yet, but I will find it. I have to sort out a few more boxes, and as soon as everything well, has a place in my new small craft room, I'm very happy with that space, because I was always crafting downstairs in the living room at the dining table, and my husband was really like, you need your own space with all that stuff. I said, I know! We only had a very small room, and we had to make room for it, because our closets were in here with our clothes, And I'm actually crafting on the top of our closets. So we just lowered the cupboards, cupboards. This is actually the top of my cupboard. And made made a desk out of it for me to craft on. I thought it was a clever idea from my husband, but then we needed a place for our clothes. So we don't live in a very big house. So he came up with a very clever idea for cupboards in our bedroom. And we literally used every inch of our bedroom for the cupboards. But it worked. Everything is in there. And it's also a great opportunity to get rid of some clothes. Yeah, Stephanie, my hands. Okay. There's glue all over my hands now because of all the small dots, but it will be okay. So this is going to be the front of my cards. And I want to use Have a Lovely Day, but I'm going to use an ink. Yeah. I also misplaced my... I have it, my Dauber. Scorched timber, that should be fine. To color the edge, because otherwise it will be too, it will blend in with the background too much. There we go. Everything has a new place. Oh, and a needle in my I can totally imagine. But you can see that now it's much more. It stands out a bit more. Where's my flower foam? There we go. And the pens. And for the front of the cards, it's completely fine to make the flowers a bit bigger, a bit more bolder, because yeah, like here it will be flat, but it doesn't have to be flat on the front, right? So we can do a bit more. This is fine. Again, I'm distressing the back, and I also used design paper to die cut these flowers. But I did that from a flower part on the design paper. So if you don't want to color yourself, use a design paper, because it will all fit together. It will all fit perfect. And the middle up goes like this. It's so funny to do this. Oh, and I'm also good at making everything wet, because when it's wet and it dries, it will stay in shape completely. But I can't do that now because it doesn't have time to dry during the live. But I will just do it like this. Again, using a bit of glue in the middle and adding the next layer. I think it's really pretty. The colors are so pretty. But that's just the design paper, because I don't have to do anything about it. It's just the way it is already. Yeah, tickling the flowers, definitely. Okay, and when it's all on there, it goes back on my foam. And I'm just using it to make it a bit deeper. And I'm thinking about using another layer. Is this one bigger or the same? It's the same. I think the flower will be prettier if I use one more layer. But that's just me. You just do whatever you like. Yeah. Great. Beautiful flower. Okay. And using the center part. Oh. And adding it to the flower, just folding it a bit. Just shaping it a bit. And again, I'm not making it wet this time, but I'm normally doing that, making things wet. Okay. Adding the flower to the card, adding a text to the cards. Have a lovely day. This will fit here perfect. Yeah, Judy, why not? Because the effect is really great if you use parts of the design paper, and especially when you have leftovers. Don't throw them away, use them to die cut. I'm always afraid to throw anything away. Because I always think, oh, I can use it again. I can use this, I can use that. Oh. All right. Oh, really pretty. Really, really pretty. Yay. I'm happier and happier. And I know myself. I can work on a card like this for hours because I want to add this and I want to add that and I want to do this and do that. And even tomorrow when I wake up, I'll probably like, okay, what can I do now? And add a few things more. And well, I hope I'm not the only one who does that. But I'm quite notorious doing that. I just want to distress this first. And then let's use this one, the small one. Where is my colored pencil? Oh, here. I thought I had it, but I do. Oh, Sue, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. It was just an idea I had. Make a pop-up card with all the flowers and you can just use the complete collection if you want to. Adding things to the cards. And again, it's not very difficult and you can just adjust the measurements exactly the way you want to use them. There we go. Okay. Adding the leaves. Oh, really love this. Really, I really love this. I don't know if about you, but I can really fall in love with my creations for a while. And I'm just admiring it, and yeah. I don't know, it sounds crazy, but I can really fall in love with creations. This one is smaller, Reanna. There we go. Really pretty, pretty, pretty. Well, your collection is beautiful, Angelica. That's why it's so easy to use. It doesn't take much to make things pretty. Not at all. Oh. Stay where I want you to stay. Okay. He doesn't want to stay where I want it to stay. because I'm too impatient. I just want to go too fast. Okay, I will add more. I'm definitely sure, but my hour is up. So let's see what we've got. Let's just put this aside. This will be in the card, I'm definitely sure. So the front of the cards. And I just measured the die and I made up the size myself so that it would fit. Yeah? And I used the stamps, the flowers and the gorgeous, the dies and the gorgeous design paper. And when I'm opening it, the flowers will pop up. And I used the gorgeous edge dies here as well. So, yeah. Adding more and more and more, but this is the basis. And I will add the measurements to my post tomorrow, and I will make pictures tomorrow as well, because it's quite dark here already and I can't really do that now. But I do want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.